In this section, we'll talk about logarithms. A logarithm, or log for short, is a way to solve an exponential equation for the exponent. So this equation, log base b of x equals y, is equivalent to b raised to the y power equals x. And b has to be a positive number, which is not equal to 1, and that's called the base of the logarithm. There are a couple of logarithms that you need to be familiar with. If you see a log of x where there's no base specified, that means the logarithm base 10 of x. That's what's known as a common log, in the same way that a square root is a common root. So we don't usually put the 2 for a square root. The natural log is another one where the base is not specified. Natural log is a log of a very special number called e, which is around 2.7. We don't need to know that for purposes of this lesson, though. All right, so when I write an equation in logarithmic form, what I'm going to start with is log, and then I'm going to write the base. The base is the number that's raised to the exponent, so this is log base 9. The 9 goes below the line. And then we have log base 9 of 3 equals the 1/2. Something important that you need to know about logarithms is that a logarithm equals the exponent. So that means that in this equation, what's on the opposite side of the equation from the logarithm should be the exponent. Let's use that idea for the second one. We're going to put this in logarithmic form, so I'm going to write log for logarithm. It's a base 5 because 5 is the number that's being raised to the exponent. And then we know that it equals the exponent, so the only thing left to put in there is n. So log base 5 of n. The 5 goes below the line, and the log and the n go on the line, along with the equal sign and the w. 5 is a subscript. All right, that stands for the base. All right, try A below on your own and pause the video. All right, you should have gotten log base 8 of 4 equals 2/3. Practice saying that with me. Log base 8 of 4 equals 2/3. It's important that you say the word base so that you'll remember that that number that is below the line, or a subscript, is the base of the logarithm, or the base of the exponential expression. All right, now try D on your own. For D, you should have gotten log base A of C equals B. All right, let's move on now, and let's do this in the opposite way. We're going to take each logarithmic equation, and we're going to write it in exponential form. When we write it in exponential form, you will not have the word log in there. All right, so in exponential form, we'll just have a number that's raised to an exponent equals a result. So the first thing that you need to ask yourself is, what is the base? So we know that this is log base 2 of 8, so I'll write 2 as the base. Next question, what is the exponent? Well, I know that a logarithm equals an exponent, so what's on the opposite side from the logarithm equals the exponent. So x must be the exponent, so 2 raised to the x power has to equal 8 is the exponential form of that equation. All right, we'll do the same thing in B. We have to ask ourselves, what's the base? We don't see a base specified, so if we see the word log, or the abbreviation log for logarithm, that means that it's base 10. And then next question, what's the exponent? Well, a logarithm equals the exponent, so x must be the exponent, and that leaves 2 for the result of the base raised to the exponent. So 10 to the x equals 2 is the exponential form of that equation. In C, ask ourselves what's the base, and the base is below the line, so that's 3 raised to the, and the logarithm equals an exponent, and the logarithm equals 4, so 4 must be the exponent, and that leaves that to equal x. That's the exponential form of that one. And lastly, ln of x, or the natural log of x, equals 7. We have to ask ourselves, what is the base? And that would be e. And then next, what is the exponent? The exponent is what is on the opposite side of the equal sign from the natural log. So that would be 7, and that equals x. All right, now it's going to be your turn to try a below on your own and pause the video. Okay, you should have gotten 25 raised to the x power equals 5. Now try b. This one should be 7 to the 1/2 power equals x. Now try c. This one should be e to the 0 equals x. Now try d. This one should equal 10. This one should be 10 raised to the x power equals 7. All right, that's it for this section. Now do the practice that's associated with that section.